Talking to people when they are angry or frustrated oftentimes makes you angry and frustrated. It puts us in a position where we can't have ideal communications. And unfortunately, there are a group of people that their job all day, every day is to listen to people who are either angry or frustrated. They are customer service reps. And today, I'm very excited to speak with Alice Warren. We talk about the product that she represents, which is Thinx, and we talk about safety of Thinx and the most common questions people have about using Thinx to go waste-free with their periods, to overcome those concerns that people have about health challenges. And we also talk about how you can approach talking to someone who is frustrated without going over the edge yourself and getting frustrated and getting drugged down in to all of those patterns of anger that ultimately lead to total communication breakdowns. Let's get to the show. Welcome to The Lindsay Elmore Show, a podcast that helps you find fulfillment amidst chaos. On this show, I interview thought leaders, doctors, creatives, spiritual gurus, and game changers who inspire you to pursue your dreams, overcome obstacles, and leave your mark. As Director of Customer Experience at Thinx, Alice Warren leads a fantastic team of customer service associates. She is responsible for understanding what do Thinx customers need? What are the systems that can be put in place that create a seamless end user experience? And what are the trends that she's starting to see? Things that people love and things that people say, listen, this has got to get fixed. She has an extensive background in information technology that has helped her learn how to approach problems systematically. Her customer support knowledge has enabled her to understand well what customers are looking for when they are reaching out for assistance. Before joining Thinx, Alice worked in technology management for many different organizations, including Columbia University and Amulet Hotkey, a hardware manufacturer and a partner to Dell Technologies. Similar to her current role at Thinx, she was responsible for leading a diverse team of technicians. She was also responsible for understanding systems and hardware and how to deal with clients with sophisticated technology needs. Alice earned her bachelor's degree from Yale University, where she majored in architecture. She resides in Manhattan and continues her interests in both performing and visual arts. Alice Warren, welcome to the Lindsay Elmore Show.
Thank you so much for having me, Lindsay. This is awesome.
I am fascinated by your background because when Thinx came to me and they said, we've got this woman, you've got to talk to her. She just runs our customer experience department so well. But then I was reading your bio and you have a bachelor's from Yale in architecture. You have worked for software companies. You've worked for Columbia University, and your major interests are in performing and visual arts. So girl, take me back to the beginning. How did your life manifest in the way that it did?
No, it's I know it's funny when I talk about my trajectory. It is a little, I would say, it's a unique trajectory into customer experience. So yes, I did study architecture at Yale, and so it wasn't a professional degree. It was just a bachelor's degree. There's a lot of programs that are professional, so it was a great experience. I learned so much from my professors. And I tried to do it for about a year. So I moved to the UK, and I worked for an architecture firm there. And I did like dormer window design and bathroom design and kitchen design on these
all very bespoke, I'm sure. So bespoke.
In very old buildings across the middle part of the UK. So a lot of old historic homes out there. So I did that and I didn't love it, I would say. So it was a lot different than the modern architecture I did as a student. But I came back to New York and I was like, maybe I'll try it here. And I found the job at Columbia, and I took the job in customer experience. It's specifically for the architecture school there, because I had studied architecture. I knew the software. Then I also had a background in computer science and also programming, and then also doing IT work when I was an undergrad as well. So it kind of all combined into that job, hoping I would then get a master's in architecture and then become an architect. And then, the economy had a huge downturn when I was considering the degree. And so I really reevaluated and kind of just, kept going within what I had learned with customer experience and technology. So I found the job at Amulet. I worked there for quite some time, working with banks and the government on, different projects, basically all tech-based, all hardware-based. I won't bore you with the details of what was involved there. But and then Thinx reached out to me, and I was looking for a change from technology. I'd done it for about 10 years. And I was excited about the product. I was excited about the team. Everyone I met was amazing and intelligent and well-spoken. And I was just like, this is the environment I want to be in. And, I was happy that I had the background in customer support that made me able to be qualified for the role. And then, it really took off after that. And when I came on board, there was so much to learn, but, everyone's been amazing and helpful. And I've learned so much about business. I've learned so much about D2C business, online business, what our customers want, what they're looking for in the customer experience. And it's been truly a life-changing experience. So yeah, it's kind of a long trajectory into where I am now.
As all of our journeys are, but that's what makes us such well-rounded human beings. And, I agree so much with what you said. Everyone that I've met at Thinx is so dedicated, so intelligent, so forward thinking and progressive, and like really all about like, how do we take the entire journey of what it means to menstruate or have bladder leakage or have to explain to someone what those things are to the next level. And that's really, it's phenomenal what Thinx is doing. Were you a skeptic like me when you first heard about Thinx? Or did you instantly like, oh, of course they'll absorb my periods,
That's like, it's also a great question. It's party line. No, I was, no, it works great. No, so I actually hadn't tried Thinx before I started with the company. And that's one of the first questions they asked during the interview is, hey, have you tried us? And I was like, I did see all your advertisements on the New York subway. I know everyone's familiar with that. Great advertising. It really struck me. I remembered them, from that point. It had been years prior as well. So, but I hadn't tried it. I hadn't made that leap. And, we all get a starter kit. So about 3 pairs of undies for us to try, just to experience the product. And then I was hooked. So I was like, yeah, I love it now.
Same experience. I remember seeing all these ads and I was like, yeah, right. That's cute. And then you get 1 pair or maybe like 2, or maybe you get a starter pack. And then you're like, oh, snap. These are the best periods I personally have ever had. Not every woman will have that experience and not every person will have that experience. But for me, it was just an astonishing turnaround.